I believe in you and me. I believe that we will be in love eternally. Well, as far as I can see, you will always be the one for me. Oh, yes, you will. I believe in dreams again. I believe that love will never end. And like the river finds the sea.
Thank you so much for watching another episode of the Emanuel Show. I'm your host, Emanuel Upshaw. Today we have another personal friend of mine, and as I've told everybody that's out there watching, this first season is loaded with my friends, and we have a special episode today from a young woman who is going to share her story, her testimony of womanhood, and the things that she's working on now. And we've been friends for well over a decade. A beautiful friend indeed she is to me, and I hope that I have been that way to her. I'm going to introduce to you all a woman on the move, Mrs. Mina Bean. How are you, Mina?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for making your appearance. I know you've driven all the way from Indiana, and I can't thank you enough for making the drive on behalf of me.
Anything for you.
Thank you. Thank you, darling. I want the world to get to know you like I have and truly understand the woman within. Tell them who Mina is. How would you describe yourself to the world?
Well, I will start by saying that I'm a daughter.
Mm-hmm.
I am a wife, and now I'm a mother.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess you can also add in that I'm an entrepreneur, but
Mm-hmm.
Most importantly, I'm a daughter, a wife, and a mother.
Mm-hmm. And those relationships that you built in terms of your parents, and how is your relationship, what is your relationship like with your parents?
My parents are the greatest people in the entire world.
Mm-hmm.
They are, they're basically the Detroit success story,
Mm-hmm.
as I like to call it. We immigrated to this country. My mom and dad came here with barely 2 pennies to rub together, and now they're both successful business owners, and I decided to follow in that path. They inspire me, and I'm just really lucky to have my mom and my dad and my sister as well. She's a brilliant, wonderful, loving, sensitive, everything that I wish I was.
Mm-hmm.
And she's definitely been able to center me as a person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You mentioned you are a daughter, a wife. I know your relationship with your husband is amazing. Tell us about your husband.
My husband is basically me with different parts. that's how I
That's interesting. Okay.
We crossed paths a few years before we got married, and when he was still in college.
Mm-hmm.
And there just so happened a reason for me to be in Fort Wayne, and there was a snowstorm, and I just had I didn't want to drive at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
So I asked everybody that I knew if there was a place for me to stay for the night, and Ed was the one to get a hold of me, and he said, yeah, you know, whatever you need, you can stay there. And I planted a kiss on his face
Mm-hmm.
when we hung out. So here I am, married and pregnant, and now I have a son, beautiful little boy.
So you're pregnant now?
No, I'm not pregnant yet.
No, okay, so yeah. Years later, okay.
That's like, when
Pregnant,
I'm done, I'm
baby.
sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
And-
mean, you have to be pregnant to have a baby.
Sure, absolutely. So now, mother. What is it like being a mother?
Oh, that's a really tough question. I never thought I would be married, first of all,
Mhm.
and I never thought I would have kids, because that was just never a goal of mine. But now that I'm here in the moment of it, it is the greatest experience that has ever happened to me, and it has completely changed my life and me as a person. And my little boy saved my life. He's just a beautiful, just intelligent, just a happy, and you know, I could be going through the worst day of my life, and all a kid has to do is smile and bat his long eyelashes. Meanwhile, I have like 4 coats of mascara on.
Oh wow. So okay, your career aspirations. You having to balance, being the daughter, being the wife, being the mother. You have to find some sort of solution for yourselves, for your own happiness. What are you into now that since you mentioned before that you were an entrepreneur? What's your business?
Well, I never actually wanted to start my business. I wanted to be a full-time mother. Mm-hmm. But in our day and age, it's very important for wives and mothers to support the man in the house, being mm-hmm. your husband and the father of your kid. Mm-hmm. You cannot expect a man to shoulder that entire financial responsibility. And that's the way that I see things. Maybe people can agree or disagree, but that's the way I see my life. And I decided that I don't want anyone else watching my kid either. So I wanted it all. Mm-hmm. I wanted to be a full-time mom, and I wanted to make money to help my husband. So I decided to start my business because I've been doing freelance makeup for, at that point, it was 8 to 9 years, I would say. Going on 9 years. And it was just friends that would have me come by and do their makeup for, like, photo shoots, runway shows, weddings, that sort of thing. And I decided that I want to bring that skill to the everyday woman. Someone like me, who is a full-time mom, doesn't have time to really care about themselves. And that's a trend that I'm noticing with
yep.
moms.
Mm-hmm.
So I want moms to feel confident. Just putting a little makeup on every day makes me feel confident, and I'm sure that a lot of others feel the same way. I mean, it's either that or you go to the grocery store in sweatpants and a messy ass mom bun, which I do a lot, but at the same time, I like to be put together. That's how I landed my husband in the first place.
All right. Okay. Beat to perfection.
I don't want to lose that part of myself. I don't want to lose that confidence that I had. Mm-hmm. And there is a lot that your body goes through, and just a lot of physical changes that come with having a child. Mm-hmm. And you don't want to lose that essence that you had.
Right.
So that's what Bonafide Beauty's mission statement is. So what we do is we will give you a comprehensive questionnaire. You fill it out to the best of your ability. Then we kind of pick and choose what you can change about your beauty regimen, and we work with makeup artists nationally. And they give the best options from drugstore, on a budget, to the high-end stuff that you would find at Macy's or Sephora or Ulta. Mm-hmm. So after that, we'll put it together for you, ship it out, and then we also teach you how to apply it in 15 minutes or less.
Oh. So tell me who inspires you?
My dad is my hero.
Why?
I've seen my dad make something out of nothing, going back to that Detroit hustle. Mm-hmm. He has been a champion of life. There have been so many setbacks that he's gone through, and I'm not at liberty to talk about that. So, but I will say that he has gone through a lot of major setbacks, mm-hmm. and you know what? He has built a business that I am proud of. Mm-hmm. And it's inspiring to me, and I want to do the same thing. Mm-hmm. My dad grew up with all boys, so I was kind of raised like a boy. So if you want me to be your brother, I got you.
I cannot with you.
You invited me here.
I know, right?
But he didn't know what to do with a girl, and here I am. So I learned how to be tough. I learned how to survive and how to make the best out of any particular situation that comes across my way. And that is something that I'm thankful for my dad for. And it's a skill that I'm really lucky that I possess. Mm-hmm.
Tell me something most people get wrong about you.
A lot of people think that I'm a very aggressive, really, tough love type of person, but I'm really not. I like to think that I have a good heart. Mm-hmm. Just don't cross me, and we don't have any problems. And that's how I am. That's how I've always been. And I can tell you that it really weeds out people that don't have your best intentions at heart. Mm-hmm. So if you don't care about my situation and my personal feelings about something, and you don't care to hear my opinion, but you just want to use me for something, then I'm going to shut it down. But on the flip side of that, I will give you the shirt off my back. If I see anybody struggling, that's just how I was raised. So you see somebody that's in some trouble, give them everything that you can give.
Mm-hmm.
And if you give all you have to give, there's going to be returns at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
May not be it may not be money. It may not be just it being put up on a pedestal. But you do know that you did something good,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what I choose to do with my life, and that's how I want to live my life, and that's what I want to teach my son.
Mm-hmm. Value. What do you value the most?
My family. That's all I can say. My family. My family means the world to me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they are the people that will always have your back,
Mm-hmm.
no matter what. So, I mean, friends, obviously your family to me, but friends, they come and they go. Family's always there.
Mm-hmm. In terms of bona fide beauty, who do you really want to work with? If you had to work with anyone in the world?
Who would I want to work with? That's a really tough question. There's so many talented makeup artists. I mean, I want to work with people that are just starting out and people that are on the top. It's a learning experience. And the day that you say that you know everything is the day that you stop learning.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like, you can learn something from someone who just started out. My company, actually, we worked, I had a partner, her name is Sarah Mancini. She's actually in Toronto now. She moved out of Detroit. But she is one of the most talented makeup artists that I have ever met in my life. I'm honestly, she is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And I consult with her still to this day. She just has this, she just knows what to do with any face that you put in front of her. If I could achieve that level of skill, in my mind, I'm a success.
Mm-hmm.
Not there yet, but I'm getting there.
Mm-hmm.
Thankfully, she still gives me the time of day. But, she's, shout out to her.
Mm-hmm. What's your creative outlet outside of makeup?
Getting covered in baby food, rolling around on the floor,
Them babies.
wrestling. Yeah, I mean, my son is definitely a creative outlet.
Mm-hmm.
He manages to make messes out of nothing, it seems, but I mean, it's the cutest thing in the entire world. And I mean, my kid is my stress release, and he's also my source of stress sometimes. But I mean,
Just kids.
that's kids, and he's 3.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, he thinks he knows everything. I mean, what do I know? I'm just 30.
That's kids. We're going to send this to commercial. When we come back, we are going to have a special guest, a young lady that you brought with you in regards to a special project that you're working on in terms of support, in terms of what you're doing to give back. We will be right back right after these commercial messages, okay? And we are back, and we're joined with a very, very special friend. She accompanied Mina all the way up here from Fort Wayne, Indiana, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. We have Miss Nikki Rudig. How are you, Nikki?
Good, how are you?
I'm good. How did you get connected to Mina?
I live beside her. We,
Neighbors?
yes.
Okay. Sorry.
I moved from Huntington, Indiana, which is only outside of Fort Wayne. We were struggling to make ends meet. Mina offered me a position with her company, and I couldn't refuse.
Make me sound like a godfather.
To me.
So, you are here to discuss Miss Rosie.
Rosie Hobbs.
Rosie Hobbs. She's a young lady, a young girl, I'm sorry,
She's
in
2 years old.
in
Yes.
Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Huntington.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
And just tell her story. Go ahead.
Rosie is a bright, beautiful, caring 2-year-old.
Sassy as well.
Oh, yes. She gets it from her mom. I've known the family for a very long time. Her grandmother and I are best friends. We used to work together. We were roommates for a while. Found out before Christmas that she has a brain tumor. I asked Mina, they were doing a benefit in Huntington, where she's from. I asked Mina if she would like to buy a bracelet for $1. Mina, being the big, kind-hearted person that she is, she's like, I want to buy a bracelet and I want to do more. So me and her sat down, came up with a game plan. We are planning on doing a benefit in Fort Wayne.
In Michigan.
Yes.
In Michigan.
Yes, and we put a Facebook page together. You can go on there and find the basic black t-shirts that say Rosie Strong on them, or you can get custom shirts starting at $20.
And we're going to have a link to that as well under your episode for this show. So if anybody wants to donate or...
You can get on Facebook. We have a Facebook page. It's called Rosie Strong. So go to facebook.com/RoRoHobbs. ROROHOBBS. We sell t-shirts. We are obviously accepting donations. Really all we're trying to do is get people to buy a shirt, take a selfie, get the word out there. So hashtag Rosie Strong is what we are pushing. This family needs as much help as they can get. They got 3 other little girls. Father and mother both work full time. They have their hands full. And they're also, just the whole brain tumor story, it's just kind of like, what more can they possibly go through? And honestly, my heart broke when I heard the story. As a mother myself, Nikki also being a mom, I mean, we couldn't just sit back and just buy a bracelet and do nothing else. Because, I mean, that's like $5. I mean, if I have the means to help somebody, I'm gonna do more than just get a bracelet for $5. Like, that's a little kid. We have to all, like, double down and do whatever we can. So it's just like, I'm trying to get the community involved. Local businesses in the area as well as in Michigan. We just want to do the best we can for this little one and, make sure that she's on the path to recovering.
Okay.
So, I mean, it's just it's a sad story. And I see my son, when I look at her, it's like, I couldn't imagine being in that position. It would tear me apart. I don't know. And that's all I can say about it.
It hurts. I've known, like I said, I've known the family for many years, so it's like a niece to me. So.
And you guys have the information about Rosie Strong. It's going to be on our website. It's also at the bottom of the screen. If you take a look at the bottom of the screen, hashtag Rosie Strong. Please go and support this family. They obviously need your help, otherwise we wouldn't even be bringing them up. I want to encourage everybody, all of our watchers that watches the Emanuel show, we were going to stand with this family as well. And eventually, once she's being able to fight the cancer, we're going to eventually have the family on. I would love to have the family on. So we're going to be working very, very hard to help support the family in every way that we know how, but we encourage you all to do the same. Feel free to go online to the Emanuelshow.com and be able to click on Rosie Strong, click on the link for Rosie Strong. That's going to take you to the Facebook page, and you can read all about the family and be able to donate and do what you need to do in order to help support the family. Outside of that, support. And we are back with the last portion of the Emanuel show for this particular episode. We are here with Miss Mina Bean and Nikki Rudy. Oh, I had it right the first 3 times.
You did.
But
My right hand girl.
we're gonna send this, since this is the tail end for this interview. I want to do a little bit more reflection.
Oh boy.
If you had to. Do you regret anything in your life?
Absolutely not. Nope.
None.
None.
Nothing you would redo, undo?
I mean, maybe an ex-boyfriend here and there, but...
I love that. If you had to look back in your life, and let's say the 14-year-old girl with, mind everywhere, young...
Goth makeup.
Yeah, goth makeup.
That's what I regret.
I love that. I love that. If you had to look back at your younger self and give yourself some advice about getting to this point, what would that be?
Keep fighting. Don't give up. There's always going to be obstacles in your way. It doesn't matter what it is. If you have the strength within you to move forward, the amount of time that you spend feeling sorry for yourself can always be put towards making a positive resolution out of whatever it is that you're going through. That's the only piece of advice, and that's taken me a long time to learn. Also letting go. There's certain things that you're not going to be able to fix. There's certain, there's certain people that are out there that are just out to bring you down, and it's best to just cut ties and call it a day. And I mean, I used to be the type to be like, oh well, I just, you know, I don't want to have conflict with anybody or anything like that, and just always, you know, sometimes people just enjoy drama. I choose to stay away from it, but it's taken me a long time to get to the point where it's like, okay, you know what, if you're just gonna fill my life with just nonsense, I'm not even gonna entertain it, I'm done.
Right.
Because I'm a very busy woman. I have no time for games or nonsense, so it's taken me a while to get to the point where I'm able to just cut people off, because I feel bad.
Right.
You know, at some point you start caring about people, and then to cut them off is just, you know, it's like, it makes you feel like a bad person, but you're not a bad person.
You just gotta do what you gotta do.
I mean, if you're not bringing anything positive to my life, then there's no reason for me to have you around.
Completely understand that.
Mm-hmm.
What do you pray for?
I pray for my son to be the strong, intelligent, wonderful, caring man that his father is. And I know he's going to get there because his dad is a wonderful man. And I'm really, really lucky to have my husband on this journey with me in the parenthood. So,
Name 3 things you're grateful for.
makeup, and makeup.
Well.
No, I'm kidding. 3 things that I'm grateful for. I am grateful to have the opportunity to build a success story for my son, for my family, for her and her family, and just being able to reach out to people and, you know, meet new people. I'm also grateful for being a mom. And most importantly, I'm grateful for being married and having an extended family that I never thought that I would have. Like my father-in-law, my mother-in-law, my brother-in-law, his girlfriend, their dogs. Like it's just, you know, it's like a bigger family unit that I have now. That's, you know, it's just wonderful and it's so fulfilling. So yeah, is that 3 things? I think that's 3 things. Yeah,
that was
okay.
3. I thank you so much for making the drive up here and having the conversation with me.
I'll do anything for you.
It means the world to me that you did that you're here in support of my show, and I can't thank you enough.
I would do anything for you.
And I thank you for that. This was everything to me. So
thank you for always being a friend.
thank you. Listen here, this is where the Golden Girls theme song will play for us. You have always been a friend to me, and your generosity and the conversations that we've had, maybe the world may not know about it, but they're always rest in my heart. And for you to always smile on me and look at me and trust that, you know, you were always there whenever I needed you to give that word of advice. Whenever we would talk, you always have something beautiful to say, and your support means the world.
I would do anything for you, like I said.
Thank you, Mina. Okay, you guys,
Oh, honey.
I hope to God that, thank you, my love. I hope to God that you guys able to find friends that I have, like some of the friends that I have. Like you're not friends anymore. You're definitely family. And you guys, I hope that one day that God blesses you, and He probably have with warm individuals who can fill your spirit with things that you need, give you the encouragement that you need. Friendship comes a dime a dozen, but that family that you're choosing is priceless. The friendships, the relationships that you form, the friends that you choose is your family. And this is it's an ongoing experience for me, and I can't thank you. Like I said, can't thank you enough. I know I'm saying thank you a lot. I know. But I want to thank you again. Thank you so much, Nikki. I really appreciate it. You guys, please tune in and watch another episode of the Emanuel Show. We have beautiful guests, and hashtag Rosie Strong. Thank you. Seizure awareness. Woo. I like this. Pick one up today. I will see you all next time. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. God bless. I'll see you next time. See? I want to thank you all for watching another episode of the Emanuel Show. Here's a sneak peek of what's coming next week.
I would say just a fighter, a warrior. You know, born and raised in Southwest Detroit. I don't know outside of Southwest Detroit. So being raised in the 313, or the hood as they say, has taught me to fight and overcome, you know, just being held down for so long, you know, just the comeback is just extreme. And I see how God's moved in very unfortunate circumstances, how he's really turned it around for our good.
That's good. This episode and many more like it, I ask you guys to watch and log on to www.theemanuelshow.com. We also ask you guys to follow us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, tweet us, and become a subscriber to our YouTube channel. I thank you all again for watching. Follow us on all of our social media. Like and comment on everything. We want to know your outlook. We want to know your feedback. Thanks again.